Hello and welcome to another recording from my channel. This will be a continuation of the 2025 Temporal Recruit. We'll be continuing the story arc of Future Proof, with the episode Stormbound.
The Tox Utot has fallen into the hands of the Tholians. Our intelligence indicates increased Tholian activity in the Nakul system. Caldano believes they are trying to interfere with the Nakul in the present because of actions they will take in the future. Caldano has asked you to rendezvous with him in the Nakul system.
Okay, let's have a look. Okay, again, another set. A 3-piece set and a potential for shield healing. Okay, so like with Sealer and the Iconians, this is one of those self-fulfilling prophecies or temporal loops where one thing affects the other. So the Nakul attack the Tholians because of what they did, and the Tholians attack Nakul because of what they're going to do. And it's just something that is, it can't be stopped. Anti-proton damage, what have I got on my ship? Anti-proton. Tetrion plasma. Actually, did I pick up a anti-proton weapon? Phaser weapon. No help to me. Okay. Always have to go for the planet, not the star, when you want to activate these things. 99%.
Good to see you again. Thank you for responding to my message so quickly. The Tholians have the quantum phase inhibitor. I've tracked their ship to this system, and I'm detecting some telltale quantum fluctuations within the star. They're trying to use the device. We need to stop them and recover it. First, however, we need to help the Nakul. At this point in their history, they're not prepared to repel a Tholian attack.
Agreed. Set course for the lead Tholian vessel. The Nakul are hailing us, sir. Shall I put them on the main screen? On screen.
Unidentified vessel. You have entered our space without authorization. If you are an ally of the Tholians, leave now. We have done nothing to provoke their attacks, but we will defend ourselves.
We will render any assistance we can. What do you need?
Thank you. My people have few warships. Any assistance you could provide against the Tholians would be appreciated.
Consider it done. And again, you can see that they look very different. At this time in their evolution, they haven't really... they're nothing genetically modified themselves to be that different. Such a short time frame of just a couple of hundred years. It takes millions of years to evolve such drastic changes.
Your assistance. It is not often that we encounter a species willing to risk their lives for another. We are still detecting Tholian ships near our star, as well as some unusual quantum fluctuations. It's as if the star's nuclear fusion is decaying at an increased rate.
Yes, they stole a device from us that interferes with the fusion process in the sun.
So this is your fault? Why would you make such a terrible thing? You caused this problem. I expect you to fix it, or we will hold you and your people responsible for the consequences.
Caldano created the device in the future. The Tholians stole it from him. We're just trying to set things right.
I should have never made that device. I was only focused on the idea, on whether it was possible. I didn't stop to think of all the harm it could do in the wrong hands. We have to stop the Tholians before they shut down the star's fusion. If that happens, the effect on this system will be devastating. The Nakul will lose their home, and life will probably never develop here again.
Helm, laying a course for the star full impulse. Once I pick up this loot.
I should have never made that. The lead Tholian ship has the quantum phase inhibitor. They're going to use it on the star. We have to stop them. Board that vessel and get it back.
Cursed Vorgods. If they hadn't chased me, none of this would have happened. Might have traced me to this time. We'll have to go further into the past to hide the quantum phase inhibitor.
Right in my face. If you do get sick of these nets they cast on you, you can actually get a net breaker from the
Something, of
replication.
course. Get it back from them in the first place.
The Tholian Defense Force, I think it is. It goes into the ship's item slot, and you can actually just use it with this first next network. The Strike Force. Okay, so basically in here, you've got the options to create things, and one of them is a net breaker.
Oh no! They're using the Toxu Thought!
Okay, they're behind me somehow.
Ship is under attack.
Beam onto the ship and get back to Taxutat. The Tholian ship is disabled. Our sensors confirm the Toxotat is aboard. We can't get a lock on it though, too much interference. Recommend we send an away team in a shuttle to board the ship and retrieve the device. Signal Caldano to join us in the shuttle bay and prepare to launch a shuttle.
We've docked with a Tholian ship. The good news is that my scans indicate the quantum phase inhibitor is on the bridge. All we need to do is go get it. The bad news is that the Tholians know we're here. They're not going to give up without a fight.
Understood, we're ready.
The Tholians come from an environment that is extremely hazardous to most humanoids. You and your team will need environment suits to survive.
Understood. Thanks for the reminder. Sure, is this it? Yeah, that's it.
Tholians, just as xenophobic and opportunistic in your time as mine.
Although they do try to have diplomatic relations with the Federation. Limited that they are, but some of the episodes do show that the Tholians do want to try to diplomatic peace.
We have to be getting closer to the Tox Utot. Stay alert. The bridge should be just ahead.
If you're wondering what weapon I'm using the Tommy gun from the Next Gen movie First Contact from the Hollow Street when Picard shot the Borg. I can't remember how I got it. I think it was a reward for an event. Do I have to defend him while he does this? I think I have to.
Now we just need to drop that force field, get the quantum phase inhibitor, and get off the ship before the rest of the Tholians get here to stop us.
Drop the field, get the quantum phase inhibitor. Got it. Oh, okay, just have to grab it. Sweet.
Finally, we have the quantum phase inhibitor. I brought this device through time to hide it from the Vorgons, but I never thought the Tholians would steal it. Now we need to hide it where it will be safe from both of them. Are you ready? This will be a longer trip than you're used to taking.
Beam us to the shuttle and launch immediately. Let's get to the ship. Actually, I do like those Enviro suits. They look really good. You don't really get a good look at them while you're playing the game.
Set a course for the Ryza system.
They need to do more cutscenes where you can actually see suits like that. Set course for the Ryza system. Yeah, I know, we already did that. Set course for the Ryza system. Okay. You might have to fight the Vorgons one last. No, we don't have to. Okay. Simple. Hide the
Ryza, early 22nd century. Even the tourists won't be in this region for a few years yet. No one will be looking for the quantum phase inhibitor here. Not now, anyway. Let's try that cave up ahead. It looks like a good spot.
Acknowledged. Again, Ryza.
Wow, rain on Ryza. I guess they haven't installed the weather control systems yet.
Ryza is a paradise holiday planet within the Federation.
We have to hide the device very well. I can't afford to let it fall into the wrong hands again. And the Vorgons are very persistent.
I hate trying to talk with this sort of stuff happening.
No, that's too obvious. Anyone could find it there.
Doesn't matter where you dig, it's always the third option.
That's better, but I still think it will be too easy to find. That's it. Someone will find it in a few hundred years, but that's a different story for a different captain. Let's get back to your time. We need to check on the Nakul. Setting course for 2410.
We need to get back to the Nakul.
Sir, we have arrived back in the Nakul system in the present. And Caldano has launched his ship. The Tholians are hailing us.
Return the Tox Tab, and we will let you live.
We no longer have the device. We've hidden it where you'll never find it.
Temporal drive has been damaged.
This is Captain Walker of the USS Pasta. We are responding to a temporal distress call. Do you require assistance?
What happened to our son? What did you do?
We were unable to stop the Tholians, but we were able to retrieve the Tox Utat and hide it where nobody will find it.
I'm sure that will be a great comfort to our citizens as they freeze to death.
We'll do whatever we can to assist you.
You have done quite enough. Leave us alone. Time travelers and malcontents and Tholians. The whole lot of you can fall into a black hole.
How rude.
Now go. We have to figure out how to save our people. And then we'll take steps to protect ourselves. Time is a weapon, and it will never be turned against us again.
Let us know if we can change your mind and want our help.
This is Captain Benjamin Walker of the USS Postok. I'm responding to an emergency temporal transmission from these space-time coordinates, but we are no longer detecting the source of these transmissions. Did you lose a time traveler?
Yes, Caldano's ship was damaged and he fell through a temporal portal.
I think you better come aboard while we resolve this. Prepare for
I guess there's always got to be one slow load screen. It's my mouse.
Greetings. It's nice to see you again.
Again? We've never met before.
Not that you remember. We need to scan the continuum for Caldano. Would you care to assist me?
Of course. Ah.
Were you able to locate Caldano?
His ship is in the 22nd century, but these readings are strange.
Enter the temporal coordinates into the transporter.
looks like parts of them have disappeared.
What happened with Caldano?
He's dead, and it looks like he's been dead for centuries.
No, this was meant to happen. Caldano went further back into the past than you knew. The NX-01 Enterprise, captained by Jonathan Archer, found his ship in the 22nd century, and his chief engineer activated Caldano's emergency temporal circuit, which returned the ship to its last known time, this one. But by the time that happened, Caldano had been dead for centuries. The Tox Utat is safe. It was found in the mid-24th century by Captain Jean-Luc Picard, who destroyed it before it could be used to harm others.
And then Nakul, isn't there anything we can do for them?
Altering the past causes ripples. The effects move through time, shifting everything they touch, and it may take eons for all of them to be seen. The Nakul will survive, although their homeworld will be lost. They will become time travelers themselves, and their actions in the Temporal Cold War shape the galaxy you now know. There are some things you shouldn't change, that you can't change.
The Temporal Cold War?
You could check Captain Archer's old logs for more information, but you will know all about it soon enough. You are entering a dangerous era in history. Time travel like warp drive before it will radically change your society. I'll see you again. We have a lot to do.
Farewell, Captain, and thank you. I'm ready to beam back. Okay, and that is the end of that episode. Let's see what I will collect.
This is a sad day for the Federation. We failed to save the Nakul system. And our friend from the future, Caldano, is dead. I know you did everything you could. Sometimes, especially when we venture into time travel, things must play out a certain way. So, at least the timeline has been preserved. Captain Picard can now find the Tox Uthot on Risa in the 24th century. Still, let us mourn for Caldano and the Nakul people.
Okay, so it doesn't really matter what I grab, I've got to get the whole set. And I can collect these just through general gameplay. Okay. If you liked what you saw, let me know why. If you didn't, let me know why so I can try to improve. I just ask that you keep it civil in the conversations down below. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next video.